1859. Number 48. Whose cheek is this? What rosy face has lost a blush today? I found her, Pleiad, in the woods, and bore her safe away. Robins, in the tradition, did cover such with leaves, but which the cheek, and which the pall, my scrutiny deceives. 49. When Katie walks, this simple pair accompany her side. When Katie runs, unwearied, they follow on the road. When Katie kneels, their loving hands still clasp her pious knee. Ah, Katie, smile at fortune, with two so knit to thee. 50. It did not surprise me, so I said, or thought, she will stir her pinions, and the nest forgot. Traverse broader forests, build in gayer boughs, breathe in ear more modern, God's old-fashioned vows. This was but a birdling. What, and if it be, one within my bosom had departed me? This was but a story. What, and if indeed there were just such coffin in the heart instead? 51. When I count the seeds that are sown beneath, to bloom so by and by, when I con the people lain so low to be received as high, when I believe the garden mortal shall not see, pick by faith its blossom and avoid its bee, I can spare this summer unreluctantly. 52. Bless God, he went as soldiers, his musket on his breast. Grant God, he charge the bravest of all the marshal blessed. Please God, might I behold him in epauletted white. I should not fear the foe then, I should not fear the fight. 53. If I should cease to bring a rose upon a festal day, 'twill be because beyond the rose I have been called away. If I should cease to take the names my buds commemorate, 'twill be because death's finger clasps my murmuring lip. 54. Lethe, in my flower, of which they who drink in the fadeless orchards hear the bobolink, merely flake or petal, as the eye beholds Jupiter, my father, I perceive the rose. 55. To venerate the simple days which lead the seasons by, needs but to remember that from you or I they may take the trifle termed mortality. To invest existence with a stately air needs but to remember that the acorn there is the egg of forests for the upper air. 56. I've got an arrow here, loving the hand that sent it, I the dart revere. Fell, they will say, in skirmish, vanquished my soul will know, by but a simple arrow, sped by an archer's bow. 57. Who robbed the woods, the trusting woods, the unsuspecting trees, brought out their burrs and mosses, his fantasy to please. He scanned their trinkets, curious. He grasped, he bore away. What will the solemn hemlock, what will the fir tree say? 58. A day, help, help, another day. Your prayers, O passer-by, from such a common ball as this, might date a victory. From marshallings as simple, the flags of nations swang. Steady, my soul, what issues upon thine arrow hang. 59. Could live, did live. Could die, did die. Could smile upon the whole, through faith in one he met not, to introduce his soul. Could go from scene familiar to an untraversed spot, could contemplate the journey with unpuzzled heart. Such trust had one among us not today. We who saw the launching never sailed the bay. 60. If she had been the mistletoe, and I had been the rose, how gay upon your table my velvet life to close. Since I am of the druid, and she is of the dew, I'll deck tradition's buttonhole, and send the rose to you. 61. My wheel is in the dark, I cannot see a spoke, yet know its dripping feet go round and round. My foot is on the tide, an unfrequented road, yet have all roads a clearing at the end. Some have resigned the loom, some in the busy tomb find quaint employ. Some with new, stately feet pass royal through the gate, flinging the problem back at you and I. 62. There's something quieter than sleep within this inner room. It wears a sprig upon its breast and will not tell its name. Some touch it, and some kiss it. Some chafe its idle hand. It has a simple gravity I do not understand. I would not weep if I were they. How rude in one to sob might scare the quiet fairy back to her native wood, while simple-hearted neighbors chat of the early dead. We, prone to periphrasis, remark that birds have fled. 63. I keep my pledge, I was not called. Death did not notice me, I bring my rose. I plight again, by every sainted bee, by daisy called from hillside, by bobolink from lane, blossom and I, her oath and mine, will surely come again. 64. Heart, we will forget him, you and I tonight. You may forget the warmth he gave, I will forget the light. When you have done, pray tell me, that I may straight begin. Haste, lest while you are lagging, I remember him. 65. Once more my now bewildered dove bestirs her puzzled wings. Once more her mistress on the deep her troubled question flings. Thrice to the floating casement the patriarch's bird returned. Courage, my brave Columba, there may yet be land. 66. Baffled for just a day or two, embarrassed, not afraid, encounter in my garden an unexpected maid. She beckons, and the woods start. She nods, and all begin. Surely such a country I was never in. 67. Delayed till she had ceased to know, delayed till in its vest of snow her loving bosom lay, an hour behind the fleeting breath, later by just an hour than death, O lagging yesterday. Could she have guessed that it would be, could but a crier of the joy have climbed the distant hill, had not the bliss so slow a pace, who knows but this surrendered face were undefeated still? Oh, if there may departing be any forgot by victory, in her imperial round, show them this meek apparelled thing that could not stop to be a king, doubtful if it be crowned. 68. Some things that fly there be, birds, hours, the bumblebee. Of these no elegy. Some things that stay there be, grief, hills, eternity, nor this behoveth me. There are that resting rise. Can I expound the skies? How still the riddle lies.